Hello, welcome back to Nuzlocke Vlogs. I'm playing Pokemon, doing a Nuzlocke, talking about stuff. How's it going? I say, pretending that you can respond, even though we all know that this is recorded in advance. Nothing you can say can have any bearing on what I do in this, unless you leave a comment that I respond to, because I respond to comments in these. And let's get my Pastoria catch in. Uh, we're gonna get a Tentacool. Woo, Tentacool, not very exciting Pokemon. Actually, Tentacool is decent. Tentacool is a decent Pokemon. But they're everywhere. They are a blight upon Poke Japan. Every single water route is just Tentacool, Tentacool, Tentacool. Like, why are there so many poisonous jellyfish in the waters of this country? Okay, let's see. DZO underscore says on the what I call that, the Haas Pokemon not clickbait, says, I mean, it's not clickbait. It absolutely was clickbait. It was. You should go watch that video. It's very different than any other video I've made. It's a very dumb joke video where I made a video ranking the hottest Pokemon, and in the thumbnail I put Fennekin, or no, what's the evolution of Fennekin? I don't know. The second stage Delphox. Put that, put Incineroar, put Salazzle. So, implying something, and then in it I say, what is the hottest Pokemon? A good candidate is Markargo, which has a body temperature of 18,000 degrees Celsius, or I forget the exact temperature. Like, just talking about the heats of the Pokemon, because a bunch of Pokedex descriptions describe the heat. Yeah, wow, jokes really get bad if you explain them. I have just realized that. Ugh. Hey, don't fucking confuse me, I'll confuse you. Yeah, take that, Wingull. Also, Wingull is also extremely common in like the water routes in this game, but I feel like seagulls being by beaches is more understandable than poisonous jellyfish being 1 inch off the shore in every single coastal town. Like, is that a problem in Japan? I don't. That sounds like something that isn't. Like, and honestly, that's a thing in older Pokemon games that kind of annoys me, that there is so many water types. The game is filled with water types. There's more water types than you could ever want, and it doesn't use any of them. It's just jelly. It's just Tentacool. It's Tentacool, Tentacool, Tentacool. Like, you don't see half the water types because it's just fucking Tentacool again. Yeah. Bubble Beam. That goes good with your huge power, you dumb trainer. See, rollout is physical. That makes sense. So, what have I been up to? Not a lot. I just felt like shit all week. I don't know why. I think I need to start taking better care of myself, like eating better, sleeping better, working out. I'm not going to do any of those. Like, I'm going to say, ooh, I should do that, and then, like, try to make paltry efforts to it. Like, 20 minutes ago, I ran on the treadmill for a bit. I'm not going to continue doing that stuff because I know me. I should do it, but I won't, and, like, I'm not going to lie here in a YouTube video because what the fuck would that accomplish? Don't kill me. I just I just started training this Magnemite. Please, it's going to be very good, like very soon. Don't kill my Magnemite. Well, I'm not going to use it anymore because I got a level 29 Magnemite, which is just at the absolute perfect level because in two level ups, I get a Magnezone, which is a very good Pokemon, and also my third Steel type. And I kind of want to get Lucario, so it's four Steel types, just so many Steel types, because that actually works because I'm using a Hippopotas because I have to because it annoyed me. Although I realized this morning, I don't know why I was thinking about this game. I realized I better not use Hippopotas, or it'll hopefully be a Hippowdon by then. I better not use. It would be bad to use it in Cynthia's battle, because her Garchomp has Sand Veil, and she could destroy my entire team so easily if I used my Hippowdon and set up Sand for her. I I don't think. I think I'll be smart enough to not make that mistake. Assuming my Hippowdon doesn't just up and die before that anyway, which is it's a possibility. So I should talk about. I think these go best when I have something in pop culture I have consumed that I can talk about. Let's talk about Futurama. Futurama's been back for another season. I don't know what number season because that show's numbering is all kinds of fucked up. But yeah, new season of Futurama, and it's been okay. It's been okay. Maybe because the problem is I watched Futurama when I was like in junior high is when I first watched that show, and I've rewatched it a few times, so I'm nostalgic for a lot of the episodes. Even like the Comedy Central era episodes, which a lot of people say, "Oh God, that was bad." It didn't live up to classic Futurama, but like I didn't. I thought it was all the same Futurama, and it should be said how much knowing something is by a creative team can influence how you feel about it. Like Community season 4, I didn't know going into it that there had been big shakeups in the writing, and because of that, I didn't feel it was as out of place as other people did. I didn't realize, oh, this is different until it was pointed out to me. And in hindsight, yeah, it's not the best season of that show, but your perception does affect how good you think things are. I don't know. But anyway, back to Futurama. I think it's been an okay season. I think there's been some good episodes, some bad episodes, and a lot of average episodes. The premiere. The premiere was good. Just like it was getting out all the Hulu jokes, getting all of them out of the way. Love me some Calculon. The Fry stuff was a bit weak, but yeah, it was a decent episode, and the Amazon Alexa parody was a good episode, and I didn't really feel anything in the Kif and Amy children episode. Like, I've seen people adding that to the Futurama made me cry episodes. I don't know, that one didn't do anything for me. And they haven't really done anything with those kids since, which, whatever. Let's see, what else has there been? There was the Bitcoin Wild West episode, which was fine. I'm avoiding talking about the most recent episode, because that one, I have things to say about, because it was a contentious episode. These are recent episodes. I'm already forgetting them because a lot of them were just kind of average. Is the shit? The Christmas episode was good. I like the Christmas episode a lot. And then we have the most recent. Zap got canceled. Let me some Zap Brannigan episodes. They did a cancel culture episode without coming across like angry conservative boomers, which is good because it's. Yeah, Zap Brannigan would complain about cancel culture. Like that episode, actually, I should finish this off on Cornet. But yeah, that one was good. And then there's the most recent, which, that episode, people hate that episode. I've heard it called the worst episode in the show's history, and I don't know about that, but yeah, it wasn't that good. Anthology episodes have a tendency to be hit or miss, and The Prince and the Product wasn't. But I think people are overblowing this episode, and the reactions I saw to this episode like a few days ago are kind of confusing me and make me wonder about the literacy, what's the term? Like literacy, but not like ability to read, but to understand what things mean of like the Futurama fandom, like, because it's very clear, it does not hide for a moment that this is a joke episode and people are taking all of the jokes very, very literally. Like at the start, Leah's like, "Fry, I am leaving you for a prince. I must fight for your honor." It's Yeah, it would be dumb for Leela to just randomly dump Fry. But also, she didn't. It's it's like them doing like the this is a dumb soap opera, like saying random dumb stuff to keep the viewer watching. It's in all my circus episodes essentially. It's weird they did on the actual show with the actual characters all my circuits, but it is very clearly all my circuits. It's very clearly this is a bad soap opera that the characters are in. And people are like, oh god, it's just stupid. At the moment they say, I was controlled by a spell. A magic spell? No, a science spell. Ah, that makes sense. And then Bender crashes the ship and everyone dies. Like, I think maybe this isn't supposed to be taken seriously. I think like the whole idea for this episode is very clearly that they're just doing these random dumb dramatic moments to keep the viewer watching so they can watch the toy commercials because the whole episode was toy commercials. And also people are like whining about did I catch anything on 219? I don't think I've caught anything. What would I have caught on 219? Like the only thing I had when I was here last, it was that I would have grabbed the antidote if I came here before. I haven't caught anything on this. Like, I've seen people bemoaning the collapse of Fry and Leela's relationship. And, like, no, the middle story was very much just another Fry and Leela, we will find each other in every universe because we love each other episode, which they've done before. They did it in the Animal anthology, too. Like, the Wobbles segment is very much Fry and Leela are a great couple and love each other. And there's that, and people are ignoring that and just very literally taking, like, in the soap opera plot, they acted like soap opera characters. But yeah, I don't think it was that funny of an episode. I think the segments were kind of hit or miss, and I don't. The framing device didn't work as well as say in the what if episodes or in the Richard Nixon watches cartoons episode is the problem, and probably that's why people are gang up in arms in it. But yeah, people are acting real literate towards this. Um, so the segments, their wind-up toys, and Bender freaks out about Fry's death and sacrifices himself for him. That was all right. Bender sure is needy for Fry this season, which to be fair is in a lot of Futurama seasons. That one was all right, and I really do like the joke at the end where he reincarnates into a bird and then immediately crashes and dies, and they just joke like, "Well, we know reincarnation's real, so he'll be back. Who gives a shit?" And then the second one, the Fry and Leela one, is all right with them. I don't get the wobbles versus rubber duckies thing. I never had like wobbles as a kid. Is that what they're called? They weeble and wobble and don't fall over or something like that shit. I didn't ever mess with those as a kid. I don't know the rubber ducky uh, connection. I do. There was a good line in that where Bender's like, actually, our society is very understanding and non-judgmental, but I am. And then, like, just that was funny. And then I think the toy car one worked the best with uh, the Ring parody and Zoidberg being the killer. I think that was solid. But overall, yeah, it was a mid episode, and people are acting like it's the worst episode ever because they don't get the joke, even though it's a very clearly telegraphed joke. I don't know. People's is dumb sometimes. What else have I been watching? This is for another video essay I'm doing, so I'm just spoiling it, but I watched The Princess and the Frog today, and that's an underrated Disney movie. I think it was pretty solid. It was good. I enjoyed it. Yeah, Tiana and Naveen have a good relationship. I like the reoccurring thing of them sacrificing themselves for each other. Dr. Falliser is a good villain. The lightning bug guy is kind of annoying a bit, but like his death and funeral is very sad. It's solid. But it feels like it's the most forgotten like recent Disney movie. Like this is the start of the revival, and no one remembers it or ever talks about it. But yeah, it wasn't bad. Yeah, actually, I do think officially Bolt is the start of the revival, and no, it isn't. Like, I know that's official, but, like, stylistically, Bolt is very much in the experimental era. It's Disney trying to make a DreamWorks movie, which is what half the experimental era films were. Bolt belongs with, like, Chicken Little and Meet the Robinsons stylistically. I don't get it. Also, it's weird that they went back to traditional animation for one movie and it looked bad and then they never did it again. There should be more traditionally animated Disney movies, and yeah, like the CG animated ones they've been making look very good. The animation is bad, but like, it's kind of a shame that traditional animation has kind of been all but forgotten by major studios in the United States. I don't know why. I don't know the economics of animation. I'm also. Oh god, I forgot how dumb Magnezone looks in this game. Oh, Chaotix. Oh, you look so dopey. You're just like a dome with a stick. So, I've been rereading Homestuck because I'm doing another Homestuck video essay. Let's talk about schedule. I got half of the rereading done. Like, I'm doing this one just talking about Dave Strider and the themes of his character, about destiny and swords and breaking swords and his relationship with his brother, which I think is some of the best written stuff about Homestuck. It goes into these themes of destiny that I've talked about extensively in my other video essays. Dave plays a big part in that. And I read through all of Dave's stuff this week, and next I gotta read through all of Dirk's stuff, and maybe Dave's Sprite's stuff. And then I've given myself like 2 weeks to write the video essay. And what else do I have? Tomorrow I've got a comedy skit written out, which I like how it turns out. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. This one is a Simpsons parody, but it's parodying like I shouldn't spoil it. Oof. Okay. It's weird that water isn't super effective on steel because, like, water rusts steel. That makes sense. I don't know. Okay, and it's such bullshit that rock and steel are super effective on ice. Like, you didn't have to do them dirty like that, Game Freak. Like, they already had it rough enough, and now you're just giving them more weaknesses. Like, this is mean. Wasn't I supposed to catch a Wingull on this route? Did I catch a Wingull on this route? Did I just blindly ignore the wild encounter without catching it? Oh god, I did! I got distracted by talking about things and didn't catch anything, so now I can't get my encounter on the next route. I have to get another frickin' Wingull. Actually, no, it's fine. I've got this figured out. Let's just double back. Like, see, I could have caught, not you, but I could have caught a Wingull and I didn't. And I'm going to do a very mean trick with Actually, no, I don't need to do the repel trick because I can just come back here after I have gotten a Wingull in Pastoria, because the repel trick is kind of scummy, arguably illegal. Okay. Actually, I should just fly back. So I will get my Wingull in Pastoria, and then I can come back and get, like, show up the map. I can get the 221 encounter. I missed an encounter, but it's fine because the only thing I could have encountered was a Wingull, and a Wingull I can already get in Pastoria. Yeah. Actually, no, I should do Fuego Ironworks in this episode because I said I would do it in this episode and the last episode, and then I changed my mind. Hold on. Let's pull up a map of the Ironworks because it's a maze. Everyone loves mazes, but there's trainers in it, so I should do it this time. And I'm going to take your this and give it to you so you can also get evolved, and then I'll have a nice, good team to go with. Cool. Okay. And it's unfortunate because Hippopotas is like the best Pokemon I would have for this area. Actually, I gotta get that into a Hippowdon because that is going to save me in the fight with Byron. That's the only way I'm really going to get through that fight. Because my team's not great at taking steel types, especially not his Magnezone. I mean, I can neutral them with my own steel type. Actually, no, two of them are weak to water. No, I can take Byron without Hippowdon. It'll just make things easier. Excuse me. Okay. Shoe wild Pokemon, I have no use for you. Oh, what's going on? I haven't been working on Day of Apotheosis as much as I should because I've just been feeling like shit and just like crashing as soon as I get home from work. Like, and I need to get that game done, and I don't know if it's possible. Right now, I think what I'm going to do is get the main game as done and as good as I can get it, and then I will do the end game or the true end game that I talk about as if you know this. So basically, I for more than a year now have been working on an RPG called Day of Apotheosis just as a hobby side project, and it's close to being done, but I still have a bit of work left to do. It's and so basically at the point I have a little bit. I need to like do a few more lines of dialogue in the main game, and then that part will have heavy playtesting I have to do, and then I can move on to the last bit, which is I'm going to have like a true ending, like a secret final chapter to the game, which will be long and have a nice big final dungeon and wrap up the story and be this exciting climax. But that's going to take a lot of work, and I don't know if I'll be able to do it while balancing all the other shit I have to work on. Hold on, let me adjust things so I can see that map. Okay. But you know, I want to get this game done, and I don't want to be working on it next year because I've schedule slipped and been distracted by other projects so much, and you know, I feel I gotta get it done. It's a good game, and I want to be able to share it with people and have them see it. And no one will play it because no one ever gives a shit about the work I do. But that's honestly that's what being an artist is. That has been my experience as a creator for the whole time I have been being a creator, is shouting into the void, and every once in a while you make a video essay on Homestuck and people actually care about it and reply to it, but most of the time no one does, and that's fine because I do think I've done a very good thing for my mental health where my art is always for me. It is always making stuff because I want to make that and I enjoy making it. And I don't try to clout chase and like make things for the algorithm or chase trends. Like I'm I'm trying to get a book published right now, and it is, oh man, that is just so much fun going through that whole process. But I have heard people say like, well, the secret to being published is to just follow trends and like write what is possible, and that sounds write what is popular, and that sounds like hell. That sounds like the worst thing I could do because like this book that I've written that, God, I don't even know when, if ever, I'll be able to find someone to publish it. I put everything of myself into it. I put my soul into this shit. It is 100% me. It is 100% what I wanted to say artistically, what I thought was meaningful. And ultimately, I write for me. I write because I enjoy writing. And if I was doing it for the money, I would have been a fucking lawyer or some shit. I don't know. This is enough pretentious douchebag navel gazing. Like, Jesus. Um, but yeah. Yeah. So hold on. This one just takes us back. And this one sends us to the start. How do I go forward? Oh, it's up there. Okay. And then this one takes us here, and I want that one up there. How do I backtrack for it? I get this. A blue shard. Okay. Also, Fate's Deep Dive. I got 2 in a row. Yes, 2 weeks in a row. Finally on a modicum of schedule with that thing, which I need to get done. That is, admittedly, that kind of contradicts it, because I haven't enjoyed Fate's Deep Dive all the time. It's something that has been something I've done out of obligation sometimes. But I do think it's good while I'm making, and I have enjoyed a lot of like the deep analysis stuff. It's just, as part of that, I have to do so many fucking support conversations, endless support conversations, and surprise, they aren't good, most of them. So this one is the right one, I think. Yay, I is smart. But yeah, I did enjoy like writing this most recent entry to it and finally wrapping up Revelation. And, whatever. Whatever. I'm enjoying. I'm going to get it done, at the very least. I need to play through Heirs of Fate, because that is something that I need to write about for Fate's Deep Dive. This blog I do. I talk about my projects as if you people know what I'm talking about a lot, because I'm mostly just rambling to myself. I don't know. The other thing I need to get done for the end of the year that I haven't talked about is my D&D videos. D&D Stories Torchbearers. Only a few left. And then I'll be done. Wait, hold on. I just remembered the dumb plot that this guy says is that he wanted his workers to be more efficient, so he installed move tiles in the floors, and everyone hated him. Yeah, they hate them. This is a safety nightmare. You're an asshole. You're a gigantic asshole, endangering the lives of the people who work in your factory, who make you all of your fucking money. He's the bourgeoisie, and he will die in the Poke Revolution. Death to the Fuego Ironworks guy and his stupid fucking movement tiles. And I was going to end this but actually, I'm going to do an encounter. I'm going to get Catch out of the way, adjusting things so I can see. No, there. Okay, and I'm going to do the repel trick here, even though I said that was kind of cheap because I'm a hypocrite. I'll get the items off screen because this is kind of getting close to 30 minutes, and I try and do these 25 minutes, but they've been getting longer and longer because this game is slow, because it is on a slower emulator than Pokemon Leaf Green and Sapphire and the other ones that I've done. Okay. Oh, and the other thing is I can't use Hippopotas until it gets to like level 37 or something. I can use it, but I'm trying to grind it up so it learns Earthquake before I evolve it, because it gets Earthquake a few levels earlier, and it really isn't useful without Earthquake. So it's kind of not good, which is bad when I have to fight Magnemites, but then again, this Magnemite sucks. Like, it's just a Magnemite. Why didn't you evolve into Magneton? You could have a Magnezone. Guitarist, dude. Tony. Nope. Stop, Railson. Stop. You aren't evolving on my watch. Why did I use a Maxer spell? Because it was the first one I saw, but I don't... What? That was dumb. That was stupid, because that means I have to, like, bike around randomly for longer before I can get my encounter. Come on. Come on. And also I'll do those fishermen. Did I do this guy? Did I do you? Okay, do you. Or duel you a la Yu-Gi-Oh! No, that was a bad joke. That didn't go good at all. Okay, extrasensory, kill, agility, yada yada yada. How many more parts is this game going to be? Like, I've got Canalave, I've got Iron Island, Then I've got all that winter stuff, which, oh, I do not like the winter routes in this game. And then the Team Galactic Climate. There's not that much left, but it'll be a lot of episodes. It'll be like 10. Okay, okay. Max repel drop. Max repel drop. Max repel stop. Max repel stop. Please. It's 250 steps. Thank you, thank you. And what am I going to add to my team? Is it going to be Floatzel? That's fine. Floatzel's actually kind of underwhelming. A, because Floatzel is underwhelming, and B, because there are so many water types in this game. Like, holy crap. And what is a commenter? I'm gonna name after Super Boyok because, man, I appreciate their ability to listen to things that are said in the well, actually, it was text appeared, but in part 10 of this series, text appears. This is part of an ongoing series. Playlist link in the description. They're like, you should make a playlist for it. Uh yeah, I did. It's been in the description of all the parts of Torchbearers. Okay, Super Boyok, Super Boyok, Super Boyok. And oh god, I gotta do those fishermen. So I'll be ready next time to take on Barry. And then take on fucking Byron and go through Iron Island. And I want Lucario's a cool Pokemon. I want to use a Lucario. I don't want to do the friendship shit again because it was so time consuming for Badoo, who died so quickly afterwards. It was a waste of my time. It was a waste of your time. So, actually, I have a Roltz. I could do a Gallade. That could be my final team member, maybe. I don't know. Or I could keep that spot open for one of the many ice types in this game. There's a lot of great ice types. And the good thing about there being a ton of annoying ice routes is that you get an opportunity to, you catch a bunch of ice types, and this game has a bunch of ice types, and you can use those ice types. I just said ice types like 50 fucking times. Chaotonics. Chaotix? I don't know what that name means. I I sure do hope that none of my commenters wind up being like bad people because I name my Pokemon after my commenters. Like I hope. Wait, I misspelled Chaotonics. There's an N because it's on screen now because I'm looking at my comments. I misspelled that person's name. They give me an okay comment on my 999 video, and then I misspelled their name, and that is shameful. And I will spend the next. Oh wait, there's 3 more, so I can't do like that. Hold on 1 second. So, nice weather we're having. Actually, it's been really stormy recently, but nice weather. Although it's been cool, which is nice. But anyway, I will repent for misspelling a commenter's name next time in Nuzlocke vlogs. Just die already! Okay, this is over now.